All right, everybody, pull up your pants and wash your hands. It is not that kind of book right now. We're looking at For Whom the Bell Tolls, chapters 18 through 21. Yeah, we're cramming 4 chapters in today. I'm sure I'm butchering this name, but while spending a long awaited hangout with Sieta from Lily's initial check in, she's great, by the way, good friend to remind you to affirm yourself. We get an adorable but genuinely heart wrenching introduction to a fan favorite of the TikTok series. Now, warning now for more sensitive listeners, an 8-year-old girl in a little shark onesie just shows up asking for help. If she doesn't go home, she's going to be in trouble. Yeah, about that. Lily, being a bit of a bleeding heart with less than zero regard for protocol, cannot help but insert herself to help. Sharky's last memory is trying to walk herself to the aquarium, followed by the sound of a car. And once that sinks in, she is convinced that she's supposed to be in hell, thanks to an all too familiar fear based religious push of fire and brimstone that Lily also grew up with. So, what's the natural solution? Hey, kid, I happen to be good buddies with the King of Hell, and he is a total softy. And while it takes some gentle coaxing, it works. Lucy himself seems to have no issue fitting in an audience with a single scared child to set them at ease. And in this, the circle of friends point out the plainly obvious to Lily. She has this self image of a person who's not worthy of real connections, but her actions at every step of her afterlife have proven otherwise, despite being her own worst critic. And while she does have some violent streaks, those are strictly reserved for the worst of the worst. She recognizes kindness where it is and understands innocence. Demons and celestials are just other people to her, and she genuinely makes their days a little easier. Even now, she's wrestling with the possibility of becoming a guardian over Sharky, who may have skipped judgment to get here, but her soul file already said paradise or reincarnation. So Lily and Sharky, just like the rest of us, are willing and ready to believe the worst of ourselves, and sometimes we really need that circle of support to remind us we are just people, hopefully doing the best we can with what we have. We don't need to save the whole world. Sometimes we just need to remember to simply love those we can reach and to be willing to be loved in return. Anyways, let's just agree to not let Cthulhu contribute to the child's love of sharks. Tasty and crunchy will probably traumatize her more. Come in chapter 20, and it turns out Lucifer is actually pissed, but not in the way you would expect, what with lowly mortals interrupting important demon business. It's those damn monsters of people that result in the trauma and suffering of children like Sharky. That's what has him nettled. Honestly, this story's version of hell seems heavily inspired by not just the golden rule, but the ideals of a movement in our own modern era that calls itself the Satanic Temple, where instead of blood rituals and suffering, they preach the simple concept of do no harm. Sieta, Belle, and Lucifer have all pressed into Lily that she is special with an exceptional sense of kindness and justice. Unfortunately, right when Lily and Belle seem to start letting their guards down, and with the promise that she and Sharky have any support they need, Belle's support is going to have to wait. Much earlier, we were given a very brief hint at tentative contact with another universe, and they don't seem interested in pleasantries. So home they go with a private room for little Sharky that is her own private safe haven. The house may now be named Carl, but reading this almost broke me. To imagine a child only in death having a chance to feel safe.